Hello everybody and welcome back once again to Corrupting the World in Age of Wonders 3. So when we last left off, I somehow managed to re-secure Tswabi and Bagad Jun. So what we currently have in terms of a situation report is we are starting to be able to produce fairly consistently Shrines of Smiting. We also have ourselves a settler that I'm going to hopefully try and plant around here, but first I want to secure each of these cities with basically this setup here. One army with 2 Blight Doctors, 2 Crusaders, 2 Exalted, and then a Shrine of Smiting. So that's the goal for setting up a defense for the cities. Right, so we have the Shrine of Smiting and the 2 Exalted, so we just need the 1 Crusader and 2 Blight Doctors. And then I'll also want to start reinforcing this army here, since I did steal most of their units. I don't remember what I have this producing. Okay. So it looks like this city here is actually producing plenty of good reinforcements. After I found the city, I'm probably going to leave most of the army that was escorting Radigan. Probably going to leave it at the outpost, move Radigan back down here to pick up a new army and start clearing out all these treasure sites. And then we'll probably take that army and go search for the bosses that were actually bringing all the trolls and the monsters that gave me such a hard time. Does that say rebuild? Okay, seeing that trolls are basically walking siege engines that can also fight units, in my opinion, a bit better than trebuchets, I'm probably going to start using those trolls to be able to conquer cities. Because we still, hopefully during this video, we'll actually be able to go and reconquer the giant area here that was lost to the trolls. Speaking of trolls, I really hope that wasn't just a tactical error. Well, not a big one at least. There we go. That'll work. Right, let's see what these Shrines of Smiting can do. I've never actually used one in this combat, tactical combat. I've actually only fought them, and even then it was a force to be reckoned with. So let's see what we can do here. Gonna get the big beetles in a position to flank, because if we can just burst down the trolls without giving them a chance to fight back, that'll make so many things so much easier to do. Ram, target object. Okay. Divine. Ooh. Every unit in a every unit. Devout and blind units are immune. Then smiting prayer bolt. For each devout unit you control on the battlefield. Huh. Shrines of Smiting seem like they'd be best suited to attack in sieges. So every unit within 4 hexes. Goblin Big Beetle. Target cannot be affected. That's a good thing. Huh. So let's see. How can I... Okay, so we're gonna move the shrine here and hit both those trolls. Divine vengeance for taking my cities. I think I could get used to those Shrines of Smiting. I like those. Those are good. Haha! Everything's working out. So we're actually gonna hopefully be able to use that big beetle there as bait. Unless they go into... Yep, they're going to attack the shrine. Okay. Either way, they had to move quite a bit in order to get here, so that allows for some very powerful flanking attacks. And weakness to fire. Oh, and crits. Nice! That worked out real well. I don't think we'll have any problems with the roaming monsters any longer. Oh my goodness. It has been quite a few hours in this game since I felt comfortable and not hunted, so that works out real nice. Right, what? We need you to produce those buildings. And what do we got? Soon a necromancer. Okay. I'm actually not too worried about that because as a theologian I have oodles of damage for... Oh wait, forgot the exalted. Go, catch up. I have oodles of holy damage that allows me to just destroy undead things, so I'm not too worried at all. Of course, it could also be famous last words that I just spoke, and I'm going to die a horrible, painful death at the hands of my enemies. The Plague Doctors I don't think will be very useful against the Necromancers because normally they have Blight immunity. Holy War infuses the souls of its followers with divine power to slay all that oppose the true cause. Bestows all devout units on the... All devout... I'm sorry, what? Plus 10 holy strength per unit. Am I... Oh... Oh, yeah. The world will be covered in blight. Oh, yeah. There ain't nothing gonna be able to stop us. That is truly insane. That is... Oh my god. That's insane. That is absolutely insane. Right, I'm actually gonna go and explore a little bit north to actually figure out what all is around the city that I'm trying to build. Because no matter where I build it, I don't need to worry about biomes. because it's just all going to turn to blight fairly quickly. And there is a lot of stuff. Where's the... I actually can't see it. Oh, it's just those guys continually roaming around. So the Lich has... Goodness, where can I... Because there's just so much stuff. Okay. Let's see what we got here. We got all that stuff up there. We got that stuff down there. If I build the city here, should be right in the center of all that, and with the Grand Palace and all that stuff, and the large domains that we can build. Found right there. Okay. Found city right there. There we go. So, let's go start clearing stuff out. Shouldn't be too difficult. We're gonna have to keep this army actually near this outpost for quite a while because there's currently 3 different cosmic happenings on this world at the same time. We have the druid commanding the armies of nature, and we have the commander of the trolls, and now we have the necromancer. So it's not exactly safe to leave the outpost alone. So we'll just end up using this army here to clear out all the local camps, get it growing, get walls built, get filth pits built, figure out ways to make this work. Oh wait, you can actually... Does literally almost nothing, so I'll just leave you to defend. Right, so because of the debuff planted on the player, I have to attack this turn, somehow, some way. And it's actually probably going to screw me over quite a bit. So, yay. Control undead, absorb pain, turn undead, convert. I'll try using that convert on one of these sun guards at some point. Yeah, they have first strike. Maximum damage I can't do. Okay. So let's move you into a position. That solves a lot of that problem, actually. That solves most of the problems, really. Because now they're so damaged, I can afford to give them a few knocks in. Can you flank a machine? Apparently you can. And we walk right over here, get in a flanking strike. And we walk right over here. Simple. Wow. Shrines of Smiting. Absolutely glorious. Only downside is they're considered a machine, so they're kind of hard to heal up. Well, I am evil.
That's not where you need to go. I also honestly don't know what use I have for a boar this late in the game, but I have it. Okay, so we need to start having you produce the defense force for the new city. So 2 exalted, 2 big beetles, and 2 blight doctors. Oh, it regenerates because it's a holy relic. That's actually really neato. Raise happy benefit. You have become more evil. Won a battle. Produced in a cheerful city. High morale. Haha! Slightly evil. Only slightly. Right, we need to get you growing as quickly as possible. So, build a storehouse, and then we need you to be able to produce... Oh, it's actually something to keep an eye out on. I'm starting to lose profits. As that city grows, I think we won't have that issue. Oh, wait, hold on.
So much mana, nothing to do with it. I should look at what strategic spells I have. Transform to destruction node. I have no use for that. Scorched Earth. Target C will be raised instantly when you lose control over it. You don't suffer a happiness penalty from sin. The spell does not affect vassal cities. I'm not feeling too Russian. Oh. That's something I can do with that. And let's prepare another one, I guess. So, we're actually going to set you right there and let that Shrine of Smiting do a little bit of regen. Alright, time to see how well this city defense force actually works. We have a Shrine of Smiting and then 2 of some very useful units. I'm actually thinking about switching the Crusaders with something different. I would say more Shrines of Smiting, but then we're starting to run into high upkeep costs. We have 90 casting points. Greater healing showers, blessings of health. Can I do a holy war yet? No. All friendly units gain plus 10 health until the end of combat. Purifying burst. No, greater healing showers. I actually don't need, well, I wouldn't mind, resisted the smite. Okay, so, let's get all these units up on the bastions. Let's keep the Shrine of Smiting there. Move the Exalted. Oh goodness, that is just intimidating the way it moves along the field. And that's the only unit I'm really worried about. Lost Souls, simple and easy. Those little Soul Reaper things seems pretty easy. Oh, they have teleport. You have teleport? No. Invoke Death. Goodness gracious. Yeah, let's smite him. Keeps on resisting my smite. That is not how this is supposed to work. Okay, so move that up. Get the Plague Doctors moving in the general right direction. They can actually damage the Lost Souls. Ah, that works out. What? How can... How to... Oh! Oh, because of the filth pit. Okay. That's right. Good to know. Well, if we kill him, then they won't be able to target him. So, we're getting everything in order here. Shrine of Smiting, take up your position right there. Let's see how this defensive thing works. Now, those souls here... yeah, those guys... I'm thinking they're going to teleport in right behind the Plague Doctors. Or they're going to let loose a Banshee Scream and have it all be resisted. And what are you doing? Invoke death. Death. They died. They just straight died. Okay. Well, I will smite thee, ye unholy demon, and you will resist it. Physical protection. Okay, so Black Doctor can now affect you. Well, time to burst through the wall, Kool-Aid Man style, and take no prisoners. Get in our flanking blows here. Flanking blow there. And, let's see, make sure none of my targets can be affected. Yep. Good night. Why did you do it right there and not where I told you to? And now you're blocking the way so that way nobody else can get through. Brilliant! Okay, so, send the Exalted in here, see if they can clean up. Maybe, with a crit? Nope. Maybe the Filth Pit will kill him. Wow. That worked out well. Aha! Okay, so we found out that the defensive force works pretty well, actually. It's able to do consistent long-term damage, and hold on, this one is a slightly more challenge. But it does have an extra Exalted. I'm confident. I feel pretty confident. Oh, and I got my favorite battle music. Okay, so let's get these Plague Doctors up here. That reminds me, I gotta make sure that I stick the Plague Doctors in the primary army so that way they can rapidly get to the Bastion where I need them. The Shrine of Smiting doesn't need to be in any specific place really quick for most fights, so I can basically have that. Yeah, okay. So just major important for some nuances of combat is where your units are placed in the overworld actually matters in terms of where they're placed on the battlefield. So keep that in mind when you're doing fights, while also balancing, if you have a leader, the army benefits that they get and a whole bunch of other stuff, and you should be fine. Unfortunately, this fight, I actually do not have access to a single casting of Smite. Okay, Slayer's Doubt. Try cannot be affected, cannot be affected. None of those can be affected. Abort. Okay, that'll be, Mighty Meek will be good to give to the Crusaders if they end up being engaged against either the Bone Serpent or the Dread Reaper, because they're only a tier 2 unit, so they'll get quite the strength benefit. This one's actually looking to be quite difficult. Okay, gotta remember, Blight Doctors or the Plague Lords do have Ensnare. I'm not sure if it'll even affect him, and he's just gonna kill that unit straight out by invoking death. Yep. Ooh, and that has Demolisher. Okay. I think that ability has a recharge. Cannot use ability for 3 turns. Thought it was capped at 1. Is that a glitch? Because their life should be capped at 1. With lesson are capped at 1. Yeah. They shouldn't just straight out die. They should be reduced to 1 heart or 1 health. Must resist, okay, or die. Okay. So it's, what are there? Okay, so it was a okay. That makes more sense. That explains that. They're just failing the check. So let's see, I could get a, you have spirit protection as an undead. Uh-huh. I could kill the lost souls, but I'm not worried about them because they can only do like 2 damage per hit. Okay. Let's get you out there. Wreak your divine vengeance. And somehow the Bone Collector's still alive. Okay. That... I can't affect you with that. So we need to shift you over to deal with this unit here. There's probably actually going to be some casualties here. I'm thinking 2 or 3 units maybe, and they might be exalted. Because I don't think the Crusaders here are actually in a position to get into combat. Oh yeah, he's just gonna flank that exalted. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. What? Okay. Seems I have a little bit of reading to do on Bone Collectors to figure out why that just happened. Okay, that allows me to get a flanking shot here. Critical flanking shot. Nice. Okay. Sweet, does not get to retaliate. Another crit. Sehr gut. Does not have first strike. So, let's go level up some Crusaders. Nice. Only 1 casualty for each battle. Sweet. Looks like we do have a very good defense against this latest onslaught. Question is, will there... Yep, there is... There is one attacking our outpost here. And that is nowhere near healed. I have a feeling I'm going to need to go on a reconquering. Just a hunch. So we are getting told it is a very likely victory. We may not be able to have some benefits, like a wall, but what we do have is we have some very powerful ground units and some spells we can cast. And I'm going to figure out why that Bone Herald or Bone Collector was able to attack 2 units. Ah, gains 1 additional action point upon killing an enemy unit. Okay, that makes sense. Gosh, that's creepy. Okay, so what are we gonna do? We have the leader present, which means Smite's actually reasonably priced. One of these days you will not resist a Smite. So let's let them come to us. If this boar survives combat, I'm giving him a medal. Right, first off, are you in a safe place? You are in a safe place. Okay. Assuming that's the quickest one, yeah. At least in terms of melee range. I'm not going to worry too much about ranged attacks, because if they do hit me with a ranged attack... Aha! There you go. That's how... That's what you're supposed to do. They call it getting wrecked. So, withdraw our outer flank. I might actually be able to get that shrine there to, do damage to every single enemy unit. Wow. Those poor boars. Ah, well. Right, where can I move this shrine? If I move here, no. What if I move there? Okay, so I need to move these beetles. Where though? Okay, we'll move them here, which will allow me to still be able to move them around as needed. You do take an opportunity attack. Let's fix the opportunity attack. And actually, by doing this, that opens a completely different direction that I could travel to actually go and nuke. Okay, so if all goes how I need it to. Okay, lost souls are dead. I cannot move the big beetle. So let's get him locked into melee combat with the big beetle and an exalted, which should prevent him from actually attacking the Shrine of Smiting, even if he does kill one of these units. I think that works out well. Nice. I don't need no walls. They just help a lot. Right, only thing we lost was the boars, which was pretty much expected. Looks like we get to keep the outpost for another turn. Ah, yeah, Holy War. What other spell? Let's get this one going again. The power of wood. Attempts to immobilize all enemy units. But that doesn't open them up to flanking, unfortunately. I'll be honest, the uses of this one are not nearly as apparent as the uses of Holy War. Suppose Resurges upon a friendly unit. Let's do that one. Oh. Why are you already damaged? I have a feeling some independent cities might not have been faring just as poorly as we have. Oh, scheisse. I have lost track of time, so after this battle, we'll probably sign off. We did not, unfortunately, get to recapture our lost giant town. However, we have found out that we've gotten to the point where we are no longer getting smacked around. Radigan is spreading the blight far and wide, and at this point, almost nothing can stop us. Almost nothing. So everything is working out the best I have ever seen anything work out. At least in the long run. We're back from the brink, baby. And you're going to try to death the big beetles, right? Ah, resisted. But now you are so squishy, you are almost worthless. That ability is overpowered. Right. Move my ass there. And smite me some breaches. Right, now it's on cleanup duty. Let's see if can I actually kill him with this? Oh, I might just kill him with a... Ah, yeah. That was so cool. I've always wanted to kill a ghost with a musket. Sweet. We're back from the brink. We are no longer in danger of dying. So I'm Ranak from Lizard Gaming, and it looks like everything is nothing but uphill from here. Thank you for watching.